So like in few sessions on this retreat already, we have tuned in with all life surrounding us. So let's begin from there. And this is, as I've mentioned, absolute bodhicitta. And then, as before, after some time, we will use some dynamic practices. If we think of the physical space, there are other people in nearby houses and in apartments right next to our apartment. And that is one way to get a sense, of course, all the nature surrounding us, animals, earth, ground that is alive, and things grow out of that ground outside. Sky is alive. This aliveness is everywhere in different forms around us. We can extend our attention as far as we wish, really, in this physical space, to get a sense, to get a sensation what this life that surrounds us is. Or we can simply feel that we have 7-8 billion people on earth. We have billions of animals in different forms. We have earth below us, sky above us. So we can simply get a sense of the aliveness of all life that surrounds us. Knowing that aliveness of all life around us. Feeling it in our body, feeling it with our hearts. As you feel, stay and recognize that connection, we can say some Bodhicitta prayers. Silently in your mind, you can wish, may all beings be free. Sending it out into that field of interconnectedness, interconnected life. May all beings be free. May all beings be free. May all beings be free. We can look at our present experience from two different perspectives. One is that perspective of Ati-yoga, where all beings are already free. But if we look at only that perspective, that is like a new age, neo version of Dzogchen practice, and actually incorrect as Dzogchen Ati-yoga practice. So the necessarily accompanying perspective is the relative perspective, where there are countless sentient beings around us, and this being a samsaric realm, there is suffering. Feel that suffering with your heart. So this is the relative perspective regarding all sentient beings. We can feel this subtle sensation of suffering, confusion, anxiety, fearfulness? Can you? Can you notice that? Can you feel that? Let me know. Thumbs up or thumbs down. If you're uncertain, you can use a more specific mental image and feel the people around you in the near vicinity. Let's say in your block or in your village nearby. Maybe you know some of those people, or maybe you don't, but get a sense of the people around you. Feel the people around you. Feel what their condition is. And when you get a sense of it, then tell me again. Do you notice that there is that sense of contraction and confusion or not? And those of you who weren't sure, can you tell me again if you got it or not? Good, good. So let's think about this. What is this? Why us Mahayana practitioners, why we make such a big deal out of the suffering of all beings, suffering of others? Well, first of all, we can think about the suffering of ourselves and the meaning and the role Dharma practice, yoga practice has had on our suffering. We come to Dharma because we are confused. In other words, there is this unsatisfactory sense in life because we are confused about our existence. We see things in dualistic way because of our sense of self. And Dharma, yoga, different yogas helps us to see through that sense of self. And by seeing through that, through vipassana, we become liberated from it. And that's why we can have real peace, like a ground of peace in our lives that we didn't have before, Dharma. So it is that suffering, that confusion we are feeling from people and life around us. So the purpose of emphasizing the so-called bodhicitta, compassion towards all sentient beings, is that it makes us mature as beings. Makes us mature as practitioners. In a sense, makes us grow up. So we go, it's also included in Mahayana that we sort our own issues. We release our own knots, K-N-O-T, knots. But it doesn't stop there. And Mahayana teaches that in order for us to know ourselves fully, in other words, to attain Buddhahood, we need to see through all phenomena, very subtle confusions in our body-mind. And in this exact point is where the importance of bodhicitta, compassion, care for others comes into the picture. And in a sense, you could say that bodhicitta motivation, bodhicitta practices, such as this one or Tonglen, or any other type of bodhicitta exercise, it's kind of a test where we always, when we practice, we are kind of tested whether we really are grown up and mature or not. If we truly feel and can sympathize and empathize, whether we can understand and relate to and have love and compassion and care to those who suffer. Because we might, that immaturity regards to this would be like, oh yes, beings suffer, but it doesn't involve me. It means nothing to me. It doesn't concern me. So bodhicitta is the exact opposite of that kind of immature view. Dharma has helped me, so my motivation is to attain full knowledge, Buddhahood, for the sake of others, so that I can be a servant and a role model, can be an example for others and bring Dharma to others. What is Dharma in the first place? Dharma is reality. Through Dharma, we come in touch with the reality rather than are confused about fantasy. So Dharma, bringing Dharma to others, means helping others to reality. We all have practiced Guru Yoga, and we know what is the effect of meeting a Mahasiddha, such as Guru Rinpoche, Yeshe Tsogyal, Shakyamuni Buddha, hugging Saint Amma, who is in the physical form, completely transforms people's lives, changes the direction. That's where bodhicitta, that's the role of bodhicitta, that's the meaning of it. So it's kind of a maturity test. So here we are simply sensing the suffering of those around us. And let's again wish make that relative bodhicitta prayer. Let's do it this time. Let's chant, may all beings be free, 9 times. So feel into that field, and we are actually wishing it, wishing for all those beings whose pain and suffering and anxiety you feel, we wish them to become free. Free in the sense how it's defined in Dharma. Inhale. May all beings be free. 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 Can you notice the cooling effect of the prayer? It cools down that samsaric heat, soothes it. So here our subtle body opens up in a complete manner. Those higher Bodhisattva bhumis 7, 8, 9, 10 in the aura open up. You can feel this as a very subtle release, very subtle opening sensation. Also, mind becomes bright. It probably was already, since this is the second day of the retreat. But this is what happens in our subtle body when we cultivate bodhicitta. We can access the higher bodhisattva bhumis that are hidden without bodhicitta. The aura stays closed if we don't show care for others. Let's chant that again. Inhale. May all beings be free. 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 All around us, we have human beings who seek happiness in all possible ways. They seek a way out of discomfort and misery. More or less, everybody does this. Then we have beings who are very angry, who are so angry and so hurt, so traumatized that they don't have a problem with hurting others. Those kinds of beings are also around us. Then we have beings who are addicted to one substance or the other, be it alcohol or drugs or sex or food. So seeking beings who seek relief from their pain and trauma and suffering through some substance, through something that gives them momentary pleasure. Beings who are addicted to this fix. We have those beings around us. Then we have beings like animals who have very simple minds. Animal realm is a vast realm with different kinds of animals. Some animals have a sense of um, their psychology includes having a sense of self, but most animals are in a safe or in fearful, switching back and forth between those two. Fight or flight or safe. Very simple psychology, simple minds. Then there are also beings of light among us, beings who have very light energy, who kind of enjoy a sense of ease. But this ease is not the ease that comes from the ground of being. It is a karmic condition, and like all karmic conditions, it's impermanent. And because of that, this sense of ease is also unsatisfactory. So let's chant again 9 times, feeling these classes of beings around us, wishing them for liberation, wishing them the vision of reality from the heart, sincerely. Inhale. May all beings be free. 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 Stay with what you experience. And the meaning of bodhicitta, this attitude, this motivation, is twofold. We can, in some degree, affect the minds, the karma of others. To what extent? Probably quite small extent. But even small is something. Even a one bhumi opening, it's kind of small in the picture of full Buddhahood, but it is very significant for a samsaric being when the bhumi wasn't open before. Same way, practicing bodhicitta from one perspective can have an effect on others. And in that sense, as Mahayana practitioners, as bodhisattvas, we are actually changing bit by bit, the future lives of all sentient beings. So that is one way to look at bodhicitta. And the other one is that maturity. Our maturity as aware beings, as bodhisattvas who are using bodhicitta to attain Buddhahood. It's kind of a silly thought that, we can probably intuit what this Buddhahood means, that it's a complete clarity, complete softness, complete groundedness, 24/7, that is connected with all beings. Such a being is a Buddha. And it is this motivation, concern for others, that takes us to that state, even though it's not a mind state or meditative state, but state of Buddhahood. So it is kind of silly to even think that, if we didn't cultivate compassion, we couldn't possibly just jump over compassion and care for others. We couldn't come from self-based concern, concerned of only our own liberation, and jump from there to Buddhahood. It's not possible. So in that sense, I was saying that bodhicitta is kind of a maturity test. It might be feel kind of strange and funny in the beginning, but little by little we grow into it. And eventually we grow into beings who really have everyone, all beings included. Not like a god-like state, not in that way, but who have a heart and mind so open that there is no division, no thinking or acting in terms of based on divisions or duality, all beings included. That is the meaning of bodhicitta. And because our subtle body opens, the whole subtle body, all bhumis open, that's why you can feel this immense softness, like being surrounded with soft cotton. Or like lying down on a bed of soft flowers. And that subtlety is revealed because of bodhicitta. Without bodhicitta, it stays covered, stays hidden. It's good, isn't it? Better than good. Stay with it, lying down,